Hello and welcome to another update video about IOTA, again requested by you guys, so that's why I do another update video. Yesterday morning, and we were somewhere here at I think 160, I made a video and said I think there is some more breakout going to happen and we are going to approach the $2 again, and yes, they were approached yesterday, pretty much a few hours after that video, and what we can see is that we bounced off that $2 line. And however, let's start on the daily chart here. I've got the Bollinger Bands on here. We can see that we are pretty much overextended. We went up too fast, so we went out of the Bollinger Bands and we are about to snap back in, I believe. Don't think that we will stay above the Bollinger Bands. I think we normally go back in again, and that was just an increase that went too far. So there might be a little bit more consolidation coming, in my opinion. However, it's looking all really good. I mean, the MACD made its bullish cross here. We are above all the moving averages, and on the weekly it looks very bullish as well. But let's take a look at more on the short-term side of things, because we took a look on the daily yesterday. Here on the 4-hour, where you can see we actually snapped back in already on the Bollinger Bands. We are on the upper side of the Bollinger Band, basically border, and this just shows a huge uptrend. We're above that moving average within the Bollinger Bands, so again, very bullish. If you're in the upper half, it normally is, just confirms that bullish momentum. We had a lot of volume in the last few days. We have that bullish momentum on the MACD anyway, and most importantly, when you have something like that, I'm always interested in the price action. So you look at everything together, not just one indicator in isolation, and it just shows that strong uptrend. It shows huge green candles. Of course, there was a retracement now, but that seems to have stopped already. So I actually just wanted to talk about Fibonacci retracement levels and why we have retraced to the level where we are now and where we could be going. Because if we take a look at the beginning of that pump here, and we take a look at where we landed, and then we look at the Fibonacci retracement levels, we can see that we retraced back to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and I think this confirms that these Fibonacci levels are valid. Where we could go next is the 208 is the next target. No, actually we touched that 208. So after that we've got 225, 231, 245 and 268, and then above $3. These are the next Fibonacci extension levels for me, next targets. I think we will do another attempt of the $2 mark very soon. I think this is now so bullish. There is a lot to catch up for IOTA. It didn't really have any major breakouts as other cryptos had, so I think a lot of money is going in there now because people are realizing that IOTA has a lot to catch up. What we can see is, obviously this is the 4-hour chart. What we can see is that we have this, I think it's better to see on the daily, to be honest. Let me go back to the daily. Talked about that potential cup and handle here yesterday, and it seems like it could be playing out, because you have this cup shape here, and then we have this handle forming here at the moment. That could really be that handle that's forming now. A little bit more consolidation and then a move to the upside. And if we break above that $2 line where we were already yesterday, if we break above it, that could really then lead us to new all-time highs, and maybe not all-time highs, but at least new local highs for this year. So if we take a look, this is really at the $2 mark. This is really the resistance level that we need to get through. And we've made a few attempts, we bounced off, but you can see that huge pump here. So there is a lot to catch up. And I think I'm now invested enough in IOTA. I bought in the last few days and weeks. I made videos about IOTA a couple of weeks ago. And back then I said, there is a breakout going to happen, in my opinion, just purely because there is so much to catch up. And fundamentally, not really anything has changed for IOTA, in my opinion. Good partnerships, good projects, real use case, backed by the European Union to a certain degree as well. So a lot is going on there. And is it too late to buy now? I personally don't think so, especially for a long-term investor. I don't think it is, because I think we will see that $2 mark broken this year. That's my personal opinion. No investment advice, of course, but that's my personal opinion. I think, and it won't take too long, I think. There is so much momentum now in here. And as soon as we get close to the $2, I think that will be broken this year, certainly. As always, there might be a bit of patience required, but that could happen quickly. But it's nearly impossible to say when things are happening. But if you know, I think certainly it won't take long. Looking at how quickly we had that move to the upside, that quick bounce now, but you know, that could happen as soon as next week, for example. I mean, that isn't guaranteed, but I think certainly we'll get through the $2, and I think we will get above the 270 this year. That's my view on it. And looking at where we are in terms of uptrend, what other cryptos have done, I just think we will see a new high this year, a new, high, a new local high, I would say, this year that will be beyond 270. And I mean, I started talking about IOTA on this channel back in June, pretty much when I created this channel in May, June. So that's where we had prices of below $1, and I'm a nice profit at the moment, and hope you are as well. And that's pretty much currently, I'm very bullish on IOTA. I think we just bounced off this $2 mark. It's just crazy. On some exchanges, the price is even above $2. So there is a lot of variation between different exchanges I've seen. So it's a bit, to be aware of. But again, as I said, this could be the handle forming now. Don't want to talk more about IOTA. I think that's pretty much it. That's the summary. Need to get above this $2 line. There might be a little bit more consolidation or retracement, but that could be part of that handle pattern here. And then we should see that new attempted breakout. I mean, not guaranteed we'll break out the next attempt, but I'm certain with the fundamentals behind IOTA and the momentum it is seeing now, and I think there's still room to catch up. We will see that sooner than later, I think. All right, so hopefully you liked that update. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.